American patriot Ben Franklin is quoted as saying, "Beer is proof that God loves us and wants to be happy." Well, that's not true. The original quote is much longer, too long to remember, boring, and about wine. What's more interesting and true is that over 15 bodies were found buried at his residence, 6 of whom were children. I'm Sean with Torch Media. Let's grab a drink. So here we are with Adriana Chodoli, one of the organizers for the Windsor Craft Beer Fest. And what would you like to tell us about it today?
We liken it to a great old neighborhood party. We're smack dab right in the middle of Willisted Park in the heart of Walkerville, as opposed to a plaza. We have, the green grass, trees, nice mature trees around us, and it really has grown to a much anticipated event, especially within the craft beer enthusiast community, just for a lot of the things that we're doing here.
I'm here with Dave of Cowbell Brewing to get my favorite beer, a Hefeweizen.
There, my man.
Cheers, sir. What can you tell me about the Hefeweizen that you brew?
Our Hefeweizen is obviously our summer beer. It's a wheat-based beer. It's been selling out like crazy. We just got listed in the LCBOs just for the summer. It finishes with a great bubblegum banana sort of flavor. For those who like Hefeweizens, it's top of the line.
Now, you were telling me earlier, Dave, that if I drink enough of this, I'm going to be a big burly man like you.
You need to drink enough, but that amount I'm not quite sure of. So until you reach that point, I guess you just got to keep drinking it. We call it the Farm, our new facility, a brewery that we just opened up in Blythe. It's the first carbon neutral brewery in North America, second in the world, which means for every sort of carbon footprint that we have, we off balance it. We have our own waste treatment plant there. We planted 10,000 trees to offset the carbon that we use for hydro. It's a closed-loop brewery, the first of its kind in the world, and what that means is we draw water from a well. We don't draw from the municipality, so we use our own water. We're able to manipulate it with the minerals and fluorides and chlorines and that sort of thing.
So this is for the festival. You don't just normally wear a pretzel necklace?
No, I always wear this. I'm sharing it. If you want any, or anybody back home, if you want some, you can just come down here to Willisted Park and eat my pretzels with me.
Did you invent the pretzel necklace, or was this a part of your heritage, or?
I would love to take credit, but it's just a fashion sense. Me and my buddies here, as you maybe can see, have always just rocked. So
for breakfast, have you thought about the donut necklace?
The donut necklace, the bagel necklace. Yeah.
Now again, how many beers do I need to drink to get Dave Cowbell big?
It's not this high, but it's maybe this high. Might be a little bit higher. The only way to do it is just keep drinking it until it happens. It's like Popeye when he has the spinach, all of a sudden, snap, and you're that big.
I gotta fucking keep drinking, I guess. Thank you, sir. All right, I'm with Brian with Forked River, and I'm gonna order a beer. What have you got for me today?
Today I'd recommend the Raspberry Milkshake IPA.
It's a milkshake.
Yeah, so it's brewed with lactose sugar, which is non-fermentable sugar, so it adds body to the beer. It's a kind of a brand new style to Ontario. Really excited to have it here at the festival.
All right, let's do this.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Milkshake IPA. I'm super excited to be making that style of beer. Not too much lactose, but just enough to give it that creamy kind of milkshake feel that makes it a milkshake IPA.
We have 17 breweries on site, or I should say 16 breweries and one cidery on site with about 100 different beers. And what we've done and what we try to do with a lot of the breweries that do come here, especially because they're always out and about at different festivals as well, that we want something unique, that we tell them, try to do a one-off specifically for the festival. We really want, we want our people to feel a little special when they're coming to the festival. We want it to be a little bit different as opposed to them being able to go to any other festival. And the breweries that participate here really have stepped up to the plate in offering some great brews.
Yeah, I don't know if I like this new state of media today. Cameras in your face while you're just trying to enjoy a beer. Out with your friends. Strange world we're living in today, folks. Now, to be completely honest with you, I'm not a big IPA fan, and when you first suggested a milkshake IPA, I was not very interested, but this is a damn good beer. To be completely honest with you, this is a damn good beer. A milkshake beer sounds disgusting. This is fucking good.
Yeah, I think the fruit with the choice of hops really balance each other out very nicely, and then the lactose just adds that little touch of creaminess that kind of sets it off. So, yeah.
Well, Brian, you can consider me forked, sir. This is a chick with a butt. This is Sean. I'm about 3 beers deep here at the Craft Windsor Beer Festival. As you can see, it's starting to fill up behind me here. Best thing to do here is get here early and get yourself one of these fancy little wrist bracelets. This is how I'm paying for all of these wonderful beers. When you purchase this for about $25, you're going to get 5 tokens. Now, I think that equals about 20 ounces of beer, but I can guarantee you're going to have a good time, and I know I am. Cheers. Jeff, what can you tell us about your hat?
My hat, I've had this since back in the day at Kitchener-Waterloo. They still have it, the Oktoberfest. Okay. And I got it there, and then I go to other beer festivals, as you can see. So I started wearing it and doing the pins and stuff. So that's about all I can tell you about my hat.
About how many craft beer festivals or beer festivals in general do you attend per year?
2 to 3.
2 to 3. All right. Is this the best one, or what would you say makes?
Well, this is the only one in Windsor, so yeah, it's pretty good. The ones in Michigan are really cool. So
okay, all right.
Check those out; they're really good.
And how many pins have you collected so far on your hat?
God, I don't know. I've never counted them.
All right, Adriano. So we've walked around, we've seen the sites. What is your favorite part of hosting the Craft Windsor Beer Fest?
Believe it or not, you organize a craft beer fest. It doesn't mean you get to drink all the craft beer you want. In the 4 years, or this is the 5th year already, I've barely touched a drop, if anything at all. It's more about just seeing, really seeing the looks on people's faces and the fun that they're having. We always joke around on the radios throughout the festival, saying, it looks like a good time. It looks like something I would want to attend.
All right, I'm here with Colin from Sons of Kent, the local Chatham brewery. I'm gonna get me an 8-track.
It's an extra pale ale, so it's brewed with a whole whackload of Citra hops, as well as Centennial, Citra. It's 5.7, so I kind of find that it's a really cool beer because it's not quite a full, big IPA with the 6.5 to 7% range. It's a little bit dumbed down to a 5.7, so it's a little bit bigger than a pale ale. So I find that it kind of balances the best of both worlds. You get that huge hop-forward punch, but you also get a bit of that big malt body and character that balances that out as well. So it's a nice beer to have with us. It's more of a session IPA, but a little bit more to it. So
it's got a nice crisp bite to it as well. I would say it pairs well with food. And what food would you say would pair well with?
Yeah, I mean, I love Indian food and I love spicy dishes. I find that hop-forward beers with that little bit of a bite on the end go really, really well with spicy dishes. But by all means, I find that it's a great beer for just having a good time.
So what you're saying is the next time I order up a Vindaloo, what I'm looking for is a 8-track.
That's what I say, man. That's what you got to do.
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm here with Beth from Junction Craft Brewery, who's going to tell us about her seasonal brew.
Hi there, I have the Junction Road Black Lager. It's a fall seasonal, it's in the LCBO. It's very roasty, dark, chocolate flavors from the malts, but lighter in body than you'd expect from a stout or a porter. So it's really unique, and yeah, give it a try.
Thank you very much. So here we are with the Craft Beer Festival. What food would you pair with your beer?
Actually, this is a great food pairing beer because it can go with burgers because you have that roasted malt. It can also go with sweets because you get that like roasted coffee, goes with ice cream, all that. So it's actually good for a large variety. Maybe not like a salad or something like that. But.
All right, so no salad with my beer, eh?
I don't want to rule it out, but maybe choose something else.
All right, let's take a look right now. Let's see here.
You want to count them?
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
got,
they're all.
I'd say at least 20 to 25.
Yeah.
Would that be about accurate?
Yeah, about that.
Which would you say is your favorite pen?
Oh, I'd have to take my hat off to see.
Let's take a look.
Sorry if I got. Let's see here. Oh, I do like the Windsor one. I'll give you that one. This one actually.
Tongue-tied cherry
Saison. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I like the tiny beer mug myself.
Oh, the Lone Brown beer rug? Yeah.
That's cute. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. Cheers, Jeff.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
A lot of what we do with all the organizers, we're doing things that we love for a living. And so, we really take great joy and pride in doing it. So seeing that other people are enjoying what we're passionate about really is what does it for us.
So the real question is, the one drop, what's it going to be?
I haven't decided yet. I really haven't.
All right, so here I am. We've got tacos with fresh homemade kimchi. What can you tell me about your homemade kimchi?
So we have a great team in the back of the house over at F&B, and we've been playing around with tacos quite often, and Chef John is absolutely fantastic in his team. So his homemade kimchi is fermented kimchi. It is classically made, and on top of that, with the roasted pork or the Chipotle braised beef and the house-made sauces, all the salsas that are made fresh in-house, it's just perfect balance if you want that little bit of fermented sharpness to it.
Perfect. Well, thank you. I can't wait to get into these tacos from F&B. All right, so as you can see, the sun has set. The crowd is getting bigger and bigger here. I've got my tacos. I've got several beers. I'll see you folks later.